Welcome to Learning Ada. Small wins, big changes. Rina was an ordinary girl with big dreams. She lived in a small town and worked at a local shop, but her heart was filled with ambitions. She dreamed of becoming a successful businesswoman one day, owning her own clothing brand. However, her dreams felt far away. Life seemed tough, and she often felt like her goals were impossible to reach. Whenever she looked around, others seemed to be moving forward faster, achieving success quicker, while she felt stuck. One day, Rina had a conversation with her grandmother. Success doesn't happen overnight, her grandmother told her. Big changes come from small actions, little by little. If you take tiny steps each day, you'll find yourself much farther ahead than you ever imagined. These words stayed in Rina's mind. She decided to start making small changes, no matter how small they seemed. I'll take one step at a time, she told herself. Her first step was simple. She started waking up early every day. At first, it wasn't easy. Rina loved sleeping in and often felt tired in the mornings. But she pushed herself to get out of bed earlier each day. With this extra time in the morning, Rina began to plan her day. She wrote down small tasks she wanted to achieve, like reading a chapter from a book or learning something new about business. It wasn't much at first, but as the days went by, she realized she was getting more done than ever before. This small habit of waking up early became a powerful tool for her growth. Rina also started reading books about successful people. She learned about how small habits, like saving money or learning a new skill, could lead to big changes in life. One book she read talked about how saving just a little bit of money each day could add up to something big over time. Inspired by this, Rina began saving a small part of her daily earnings. She would put just a few coins in a jar every day. At first, it didn't seem like much, but after a few months, she was surprised to see how much she had saved. It gave her hope that even the smallest effort could bring results. Next, Rina decided to focus on improving her skills. She loved designing clothes, but she didn't know much about business or how to sell her designs. So, she started taking free online courses about marketing and business management. It wasn't easy. After working at the shop all day, she would come home tired, and sometimes she felt like giving up. But she reminded herself of her grandmother's advice: small steps. Even if she only learned one new thing each day, it was still progress. As time passed, Rina began to notice small changes in herself. She was more confident, more focused, and always eager to learn something new. She no longer felt lost or overwhelmed by her big dreams. Instead, she felt excited about the small wins she achieved each day. These little victories made her believe that her dreams were not as far away as they once seemed. At the shop where she worked, her boss noticed the changes in her. He saw how she was more organized, more responsible, and more interested in learning new things. One day, he gave her more responsibilities at the shop, asking her to help with managing the inventory and interacting with suppliers. This was a big step for Rina. It gave her more experience in handling the business side of things, which was exactly what she needed for her future clothing brand. Months went by, and Rina's small wins started adding up. Her savings grew, her knowledge expanded, and she began to feel like her dreams were becoming more real. She started selling a few of her own clothing designs to friends and family. At first, it was just a small circle of people who supported her, but soon, word began to spread about her unique designs. People started reaching out to her, asking if they could buy her clothes. It wasn't a big business yet, but it was a start, and that's all that mattered to Rina. Encouraged by this small success, Rina decided to take another step forward. She opened a small online store to sell her clothes. It wasn't fancy or expensive, but it gave her a platform to showcase her work. Every day, she would check her online store, hoping for orders. At first, there were only a few orders here and there, but slowly, more people began to notice her brand. Each order felt like a victory, no matter how small. Rina knew that this was just the beginning of something bigger. As her business grew, Rina realized that the small changes she had made months ago had led her to this moment. Waking up early, saving a little money each day, learning new things, and staying consistent with her efforts had all contributed to her success. None of it happened overnight, but each small step brought her closer to her goal. One day, as she was sitting in her small office, Rina reflected on her journey. She remembered how lost and uncertain she had felt at the beginning. But now, she felt proud of herself. She understood that success wasn't about one big leap, it was about small, consistent efforts. Each small win gave her the strength and motivation to keep going, even when things were tough. Rina's story became an inspiration to many. People in her town admired her for her determination and hard work. They saw how her small wins led to big changes in her life, and it motivated them to start making small changes in their own lives too. Rina often told them, "You don't need to make big moves all at once. Just start small, and keep going. One day, you'll look back and see how far you've come." Her journey was a powerful reminder that small wins can lead to big changes. By focusing on small daily habits, learning new things, and staying patient, Rina turned her dreams into reality. She proved that with persistence and the right mindset, even the biggest dreams can come true. Thank you for watching.